Welcome back to Sunday League Football, where our league season is now over, but we're just filling the last couple of gaps in the month with a couple of friendlies. You don't mind, do you? Today's opponents go by the name of South Shell, and I love their socks. They did the double, they won their league and their cup. They're a couple of leagues below us, but this is Sunday League, and the division you win doesn't really tell the whole story of what your ability is as a team. As for us, as usual lately, numbers have been a little bit thin, and if you checked out Sunday League Extra, you would know that we've got a couple of new faces to help us out today. We've got number 16 Lee and number 10 Asa, obviously borrowing Kev and Nick's tops there. We know that both of them on their day have great ability. Let us know what you think of their performances, and more importantly, should we sign them as well? Anyway, let's have a look at the team. We've gone for a 4-3-3 today, with Frank in between the sticks, was a left back, Jamie right back, Dan and Tony in the middle. We've got Tommy, Connor and Elliot in the midfield, with Knowlesy, Asa and Lee as the front three. So today look like this. We've got Luke, Too Good and Nick to come off the bench at any point. So it looks like we're pretty much ready to go in this one. Tomo on the camera to start off with. For some reason, he's deciding to pan down to Frank's goal, and then he decides to pan back, all in time for kickoff. Let's go. And so we start things off by giving away possession as the ball's put through to number 18 there. He treads on the ball but still manages to keep onto it as he shoots, but that is easy for Frank. Here they come again now in possession as number 9 plays it forward to number 2. He sticks it back inside for number 9 as he makes his way towards the edge of the box, plays it across for number 11 who cuts inside of Jamie, puts it back for number 9 who shoots. But in the end, it's a comfortable one for Frank. We haven't had a chance to get started here. They come forward again as the ball's put through to number 9, but Frank, brave as ever, off of his line to make the save. Yep, continued pressure from our opponents here as number 9 gets beyond Dan. He makes his way forward, sticks a lovely ball into the box for number 18, who just about gets it under control on the edge here. Looks to go beyond Tony, but Tony sticks that one out for a throw on the far side. Long throw from 18 into the box. Free header from number 11 here.
That was embarrassing.
I think Tomo summed that up pretty well. You can't take nothing away from our opponents. Fully deserved, really. And so we kick off. And not long after, we get our first attack of the game as Knowlesy puts it through to Asa. Asa holds it up and dinks it over the top for Knowlesy, who's continued his run here. Keeper's off the line, but misses it. The defender gets a touch here as Knowlesy chases it down. Keeper's still off of his line here, but he's quickly having second thoughts. Knowlesy sticks the ball in towards Asa, who gets it under control. Dinks it towards that back post where Connor is. Gets his head to it, but that goes wide of the goal. Back down the other end now as there's a throw in towards the number 6 for South Shell, as he easily gets past Wazza here and fizzes a lovely ball across the box. No one able to get on it though, other than Jamie, and he sticks that out for the corner. Corner's whipped in, but it's not the best as it rolls through to Knowlesy here. Lee's on the run now as he wants it off of Knowlesy and gets it as well. Our first real look at Lee in a Palmer's top as he makes his way towards the halfway line. Tries to play it up to Connor, but that is cut out by the defender, and that's out for the throw. The throw is sent forward as Connor nods it on towards Lee, but Tomo's all over the place. As Lee picks it up, he's got number 4 to beat, and he does so as well. As he makes his way into the box, number 3 gets there ahead of him, and that's out for the corner. Knowlesy sends that ball in towards the back post where it's Dan and Connor going for the same ball. Eventually it goes out for the goal kick. On the 20-minute mark, we've got signs of Tomo struggling on the camera.
If anyone does this, it's beyond me. He can't even watch the game properly.
He does love a moan now and again, but I have to agree with him. It is very hard doing the camera work, especially when you want to watch the game as well at the same time. Watching it through the camera screen isn't enough, and you find when we go on attack sometimes you look up and forget to even pan the camera. It does take getting used to, but we have Asa here in on goal as he gets beyond the number 3. Hits it with the right. Oh. That does look like a very bad miss, but he assured me it bobbled up as he hit it. He's getting the excuses in, but as we look back, he's got a point. The struggles of Sunday League. Just to update you.
Smiv's on the camera now. Smiv's on the camera.
Yes, I am, and it's number 9 that plays it up towards the number 8 on that far side, who gets beyond Tony, makes his way onto the box. It's a good run from him, but Elliot's having none of it. Good challenge from him, and that's out for the corner. Corner's whipped in by the number 18 out there. On the end of that one is the number 9, who clashes heads with Jamie there. Good news, though, he eventually gets to his feet. Moments later, a quick substitution. Luke's coming on for Wazza. Only a friendly, so roll on, roll off. I'm sure we'll see him back soon. Moving on, keeper sends it up the field. Welcome to the game, Luke.
Oh, that's the least someone could take it.
Ref's not too happy with Luke there, giving him a warning, especially after only just coming on the field. And from the free kick, they've decided to take it short. Number 18 plays it into number 6. No one picked him up there as Connor goes in for the challenge. Number 18 gets it back as he tries to put it through. No one getting onto that, and that rolls straight through to Frank. Is Jamie now picking the ball up on this near side and sticking it forward towards Asa. Great little touch from him off of the chest into space towards Lee there. Little step over there from him as he shoots, but sees his effort go over the bar. Here we come again now with Elliot in the middle of the park as he sticks it over the top, but unfortunately Lee's been called offside there. That free kick is taken short by the number 6, and with the keeper off the line, it's worth putting the pressure on, which Connor does here. Looks to get the ball off of number 6 as it becomes free for Lee, who brings it forward, but that is brought back for the free kick for the challenge from Connor there. Referee not too happy with the words these two have been exchanging, who's just ironing the situation out. And straight away, the two of them come together on this near side. It's a good challenge from the number 6, getting his boot in at the last second there as he brings it away, plays it forward. Luke gets a touch on that as number 11 looks to pick it up, but Dan's there first and hits that out for a corner. We've lost many a balls over the years, but I don't think anyone's hit it on this roof before. Congratulations, Dan. And so it's a new ball that's whipped into the box there. Luke gets his head on it. That's only as far as the number 8 on the edge, who gives it to number 9. Connor comes in there with a challenge. 8 puts it through to 6, who sticks it forward, Knowles is there with the block, and that's another corner. Corner once again sent into the box by the number 18 here. Connor gets his head on it to clear it this time. Lee's up there as he heads it down to Jamie. He then puts it out to Connor, but that's just behind him, who slipped. Sticks a leg out on the number 6. No need for that, but the number 6 have retaliated. They square up to each other. Knowles, he tries to break him up, and from there, it kind of just fizzles out. But I've got a question. Notice nothing's really happening here, but why is it until someone's standing in front of you, you really want to give it back? I'm not one for confrontation or getting in fights myself, but why is it that they do this? It's very strange. Very, very strange. Anyway, for the first time in this series, we're introducing the sin bin. As it's a friendly, the ref's kept his cards in his pocket, but has told Connor to go off until he wants him back on. The same goes for number 6. He's been given linesman duty now, and replacing Connor on the field is Too Good. So moving on from that, the free kick is taken by the 18, sent into the box, but it's a good clearance from Elliot. Moving on, we've got Dan playing it down the line towards Jamie, but number 8 reads that well and gets ahead of him. In comes Luke. Just a throw-in. No, you know what? There's no real way we can actually defend that. In fact, you know what? It's probably one of the worst challenges I've ever seen on this series. Always looks worse, slower. Could have been a leg break, but luckily he got up after this. And now the sin bin is back out. Luke's now been sent off for a period of time and quickly apologising to the ref. Oh, I'm sorry. I did say I'm sure we'll see him back soon, and here he is. Wazza's back on the field. Now, I think everyone thought it was a free kick, but it did actually go off before the foul. Referee acknowledges that, and Jamie takes this one quickly as he sends it down the line towards Lee, who's got number 16, his opposite number on him. Gets beyond him. Does well here to cut inside of the number 4 as well as he makes his way into the box. Crosses it, but it's the number 3 that puts that one out for the corner. Lee then whips this one into the box. He's headed away by the South Shell defender here. Picked up by Tommy Tom Tom on the edge, and he's being ushered out by the number 18. Sent back and uses Wazza. Wazza then takes a touch, puts it across towards Tony in the middle. You can see everything from this position as he dinks a ball out towards Knowlesy. It's a brilliant ball as well into the box as Knowlesy hits it first time, stinging shot, but the keeper's equal to it. That's another corner. This time it's Too Good that sends it into the box, but in the end that's an easy one for the keeper. South Shell throw on this near side now, down the line, nodded on by the number 9 into the path of number 11. Jamie does well to hold him up, looks to win the ball back there. He just about does. 11 isn't giving it up too easy here though, but he's got Dan in support as he plays it back. He then clears it from danger by sticking it up the field towards Lee. Good chest from him to get it under control. Unfortunately, he hasn't got much going forward by the looks of it, so he cuts it back and plays it inside to Tommy Tom Tom. Lee now jumps on his bike as Tommy puts a ball over the top of the defenders here. It's a little bit too much for Lee as the keeper comes out and collects that, but Lee non-stop running in this first half. Good work rate from him. Here's Wazza in the middle of the park now, losing out towards the number 9. Dan comes in there with a challenge, a little bit over the top, and that is another free kick to our opponents. As usual, it's number 18 sending it forward for South Shell. Jamie gets his head onto that. Elliot does his best to keep it in, but that goes out for the corner. That corner is whipped into the box. On the end of it is number 9. Free header there, and that was the final chance of the half.
I'm thinking, update.
So not the best half of football from us. We had some moments, but overall, pretty poor. There's probably a slight element of underestimating this team because they're in a lower division. And then you've got to get over the fact that it is just a friendly. We've got to remember teams get up for games against us because they are going to be on the camera. Still only 1-0, mind you, so let's hope we can get it together and get back into this. Looks like we're all ready to go. Should we do this? Let's do this.
Keep winning money.
Much better start needed in this second half, and we do that here by putting the pressure on as number 20 picks it up on this near side. Elliot puts him under pressure. Wins the ball off of number 6 there. Asa picks it up and then plays it onto the edge of the box where Lee is. He turns and then plays it into Too Good. He's in space. Hits it first time.
Yes.
Well worked goal from the team there. Obviously all starting with Elliot winning the ball back for us. Asa picking it up, combining with another new lad in Lee who set it up for Too Good. And in the end it was a simple slot past the keeper into the back of the net, and that's 1-1. Let's crack on and see if we can get some more. Kick off. And straight away we're on it again, not letting him get it away. Luke wins the first challenge and the second challenge on the edge here. Back heels it towards Elliot. He hits it, but that's wide of the goal. Unlucky. Number 8 now for our opponents looking to get it away, but again Elliot winning the ball in the middle of the park. He's been so good lately. He does lose out to number 8 there, but Too Good picks it up. Plays it to Tommy Tom Tom. Out wide towards Jamie. Bus on a Sunday, and it's going perfectly in time with this attack here as Too Good puts it forward to Lee. He back heels it into the path of Tommy, who continues his run, puts it across. Asa can't connect with it, and neither can Too Good. Unlucky, boys. Much like the first half with us, the tables are now turned, and our opponents are struggling to get out of their own half. So Too Good wins the ball off of number 6 here, puts it forward to Elliot, who sticks it over the top. Unfortunately, the flag's gone up on this near side as Lee hits it into the back of the net. Wouldn't have counted, and I don't think the keeper was trying anyway. Meanwhile, behind us, something's going on.
Nick, when did we get a cardboard cutout of Mike? When did we get a cardboard cutout of him? Was that real?
You know what, guys, I don't actually know who Mike is. Apparently he's had the most assists for this team this season, despite only turning up a few times, so he must be an alright player. Number 2 slides in there, but that's a heavy touch from Tony as the ball's picked up by number 8. He sticks it through to the number 9 who hits it, That is wide of the goal. Throwing now from Jamie into Too Good, who gives it back to Jamie, who hits it into the box first time towards that near post. Asa with a head. That is over the bar. Unlucky. Here's Frank now with a big kick down the field. On the end of this one is Asa with his head once more, but this time it's into the path of Lee. He's got a few men to take on here. He takes on the first. He goes down. Play carries on as he goes past the next man, but number 20 gets ahead of him there. Puts it out for a throw on the near side. Not too sure what happened to the number 4 there, but his day is done, and we wish him well on his recovery. We move on. It's number 20 that plays it down the line. Nice little flick inside from number 6, but Elliot breaking play up once again here as he sends it down the line towards Wazza. And as he makes his way into the box, he's got Asa on the inside of him, but he opts to shoot instead, and that is out for the goal kick. Anyone fancy hearing a very normal story from Knowlesy?
Kate's dad bought a roof rack that was locked. I went, what? He went, yeah, they can't find the keys, but I bought it anyway. I said, we've got to go Billericay and pick it up. Will you come with me? He said it. I was like, yeah. I said, but what are you going to do?
You can't put it on it.
And she said, but he went, well, she's going to ring up the daughter who had it before and see if they've still got the keys. I said, but what if they ain't? But apparently he found out there's a code on roof boxes, and if you put that in on eBay, you can get a key for it.
Well, there you go. If anyone's got any problems with roof racks, speak to Knowlesy or just go on eBay and get a code for it. Anyway, Dan's won the ball back here as he sends it up the field towards Asa. Loses out on the head, but wins it off of the number 8 here. Good little skill to get away from 2 players and dinks it over the top towards Lee, who looks to be in on goal here. Pressure from the number 3 as the keeper's off the line as well. Ball bobbling about, but it's eventually cleared by South Shell. But the trend of this half continues as they struggle to get out of their half. It's picked up by Wazza here. He sticks it out towards Jamie on that far side. Jamie then plays it up the line towards Too Good, who's got a bit of space to put the ball into the box. Rather than doing so, he puts it back to Jamie, who's now in the box, visits it across, Lee with a header, but he sees his effort go wide of the goal. Fantastic chance there to take the lead. To cheer you up, here's a dog on a Sunday. Back up the other end now, and it's number 6 that's looking to get beyond Elliot, but he's having none of that, holds him up and plays it inside towards Dan. Dan's then there with the clearance for us as he goes up the field towards Lee as he flicks it first time up to Asa on the halfway line. He holds it up and then waits for the run of Lee. You can tell these two have played with each other before as he looks to get beyond the 2 defenders here. Doesn't, and in the end that's straight through to the keeper. Unlucky. Connor's finally been given the green light from the ref here. He had to wait a lot longer than the number 6 for our opponents, but he's finally back on the field and he's replacing Tommy. Here's Elliot now playing the ball out to this near side to Wazza. He's got a couple of options going forward, but in the end sticks it down the line past the number 20 into the path of Lee, who's got the number 3 on him now. And it looks like he might have got the better of him here as he sticks this ball up towards the back post. Asa flies at it there, but unfortunately it's the other side of the post. Unlucky. Up the other end it's number 6 that's allowed to bring it forward. He puts it across for the number 18 who hits it first time, but in the end that's an easy one for Frank. Ball in the air now as it bounces over the defender there. Asa looks to get on the end of it, but 20 sends it back home to the keeper, but he misjudged that. And that's gone out for the corner. Corner's taken by Jamie as it's sent in towards the penalty spot. Elliot gets his head on that towards Asa, who hits it first time. Great reflexes from the keeper there, and the number 6 clears it away. Thrown over the far side now from number 18. He seems to take everything. Corners, throw-ins, free kicks. Talking of free kicks, the number 6 goes down under the challenge from Lee, and it's a chance for South Shell late on in the game. I said 18 takes everything. He didn't take this one. It was number 6 who hit the wall. It bounces out to the number 2, who looks to have sliced his shot there, and in the end it's a very easy one for Frank. Look who's showing up. It's Kieran. We've missed him recently. Hopefully he'll be back playing very, very soon. Back on the field, we've got a throw-in from the number 4. Looks like he's taking the injured man's shirt as it bounces back out to him here. He hits it first time, and that says hello to the side netting. Apparently he took a deflection on the way through, which is why it's a corner, but that corner is sliced out of play for a goal kick. Final attack of the game now. South Shell put it over the top to number 18, who knocks it on towards the number 11. Tony looks to deal with it, but 11 goes in. Misjudged the shoulder barge though, and he goes over. And all that's left to do is Tony to see that out. There you have it. Ends 1-1. A game of 2 halves, really. A couple of new players out there for us. Let us know what you thought. Obviously, thanks to South Shell. Good luck to them next season. And, of course, as always, thank you to you guys for your ongoing support. We've got a very, very tough friendly next week. So until then, we'll see you in the next one.